SaberCat Stadium on the south side of Houston. Tonight, Houston Dynamo 2 hosting Colorado Rapids 2. Good evening, great to be with you on this Sunday night. Matt Peterson is here and it should be a great contest. Warm, typically hot summer night in Houston, 94 degrees at kickoff. The goalkeepers getting loose. Ethan Bandre for Rapids 2, Xavier Valdez for Dynamo 2. Now, both these teams fighting up the table in MLS Next Pro after very good seasons. Last year, Colorado the best regular season. Houston Dynamo made the playoffs once again, but have changed their rosters quite a bit here in 2024. Here is Kenny Bundy's lineup. It's a completely changed front three. Isaiah Reed on the left, Stephen Anor up the middle, but the one to watch, Matteo Di Morelli, 15 years of age. He's part of the Dynamo Academy, and he just won a tournament in Croatia with the U.S. U15s. Watch him at number 43 on the right side of the attack for Houston. Familiar midfield three, Diego Gonzalez, Sebastian Rodriguez, and Jefferson Valverde. An unchanged back four, Tate Lampman will head to Georgetown next month. He's across the line with Awodesu, Mwakatuya, and Sargent. Valdez is the goalkeeper. Now for the Rapids, under Eric Bushu, Alec Diaz, the Puerto Rican center forward, Anthony Garcia on the right, and Facundo Nunez on the left. Midfield three, Ricardo Pena, Marlon Vargas, and Robinson Aguirre, Flores, Belus, Jones, and Alvarado across the back. Ethan Bandre, first-team goalkeeper, comes down to Rapids 2 for his 9th start of the MLS Next Pro season. A lot of rivalry between these teams. Talking with the coaches this week, they've had a lot of battles over the years at the academy level. And that has carried into this MLS Next Pro rivalry. A lot of respect and a lot of battles at the DA level and now at the professional level over the last few seasons.
Defender number 3, Glenn Sargent. Defender number 23, Tate Lampman. Defender number 6, Obafemi Owadusi. Midfielder number 19, Sebastian Rodriguez. Midfielder number 18, number 13, Jefferson Valverde.
You see Houston Dynamo 2 wearing its purple uniforms. New jersey, very popular among the local fans this season.
Attacker number 11, Isaiah Reid. Attacker number 9, Stephen Anori Yumanvi. And your head coach, Kenny Bundy.
The last time out for Colorado, a 2-2 draw against Ventura County FC. Before that, a draw at Austin and a rematch of last year's Western Conference Championship. Now, winless in 4, only 2 wins on the season for Rapids 2. They're the best team in the regular season last year. Dynamo 2 coming off a difficult 1-0 defeat at St. Louis. Also winless in 4. 2 draws on the road. They're excited to get back home after 3 straight road games. Now 4 of the next 6 are at home. Beginning with this matchup, they'll have 3 straight home games in the month of July. 4 home games for Dynamo 2, 8 road games for the next 6 at home, 9 of the last 15 here at SaberCat Stadium on the south side of Houston, Texas. And Kenny Bundy Maripush, you have known one another since the academy days. And trying to play for all the spoils tonight. First meeting of this regular season comes tonight. Here we go from SaberCat Stadium. Dynamo in the purple uniforms. Rapids 2 in whites. And Valdez off his line. While he might be heading to the Olympics with the Dominican Republic, he has been the #1 starter with the U23s for some time now. He has been in the mix with the senior national team for some time as well. Nothing official yet, but the expectation is Xavier Valdez will head to the Olympics with the Dominican Republic. Femi Awodesu played college soccer at Penn State. Overhit to DiMorelli. That is the man to watch for Dynamo in attack. 15 years of age. Listening to his coach, Kenny Bundy. He played 1 minute in his debut against St. Louis last week. He gets the start tonight. He's only played 1 minute this season because he's been busy with the U.S. U15 youth national team. They won the tournament in May. USA in their group played Croatia, England, and Morocco. DiMorelli was part of the 24-player roster under Vlatko Markovic in northern Croatia. Good win in midfields. Appeals for a handball. Here come Dynamo 2. Good speed through midfield. DiMorelli sizing up his man. DiMorelli runs at the Rapids back line. It's back for DiMorelli. Helps it on, and the shot over the bar. Diego Gonzalez with the opportunity. The build-up largely controlled by Matteo DiMorelli. Ethan Bandre, 25-year-old first-team goalkeeper. Makes his 9th start tonight. Trains quite a bit with the first team, has been the primary goalkeeper for Rapids 2 this season. Good work for Stephen Honor. Here comes Kieran Sargent, crossing from the left. It's alive and past the far post. Nearly an opening goal, a hopeful cross provided by Kieran Sargent. There were 2 runners in the box, neither could get a touch to it. Watch this delivery from the Georgetown product. Good chance for Stephen Honor. Now the Rapids will build. He's out of his box, an empty net. It's put towards the middle. Reclaimed and cleared. That was a bit of a mistake building out of the back from Ethan Bandre. He's caught well out of his goal. And Houston nearly took advantage. Now a free kick is coming here. Diego Gonzalez earns this free kick. Here's the crunching challenge from Ricardo Pena. Diego Gonzalez, breakout season last year, has been consistent again here in 2024. Trained with the first team for most of preseason, has tried to acclimate to his new teammates here in Dynamo 2 this year. Delivery towards the near post, flicked header, second header, third chance, right across the face of goal. The offside flag came up. Very close there for Isaiah Reed. Great delivery here from Gonzalez. One header, then another. Reed right across goal. Put the flag up anyway. Now we'll watch Colorado build. Last time did not go well. Andre goes direct. Sargent all the way back to Xavier Valdez. Good pressure applied by Marlon Vargas. He is the main holdover among the attacking players from last year's team, which won the regular season title. He wears the captain's armband tonight. He's had 6 goals and 1 assist. He has been excellent, but he's missing some of his best teammates, including Remy Cabral, who signed with the first team and was loaned to Phoenix Rising. Yosuke Hanya on loan with Colorado Springs Switchbacks. And Ali Laraz, who has been a regular starter with the Rapids first team this season. But those 3 being not available has really affected Rapids 2 this year. Entirely new group apart from those 3 mainstays from last year, who was electric as a group. Lampman back with Femi Awodezu. Xavier Valdez. Free kick now. Won by Isaiah Reed, the former star at Clemson. Quick free kick taken. Isaac Mwakatuya, 16 years of age, plays for the Dynamo Academy. Forward for Diego Gonzalez. Comes Anthony Garcia. Good build up here from Rapids 2. Steve Flores, Rapids Academy product, age 20. Makes his 6th start of the season tonight. A bad back pass that time. Steven Honor threads it. And now nice save, diving to his left to keep out Dimorelli. Ethan Bandre had it well covered, nearly a first professional goal for Matteo Dimorelli. Good chance for Dimorelli, just 1 minute on the season last week. He gets the start today. Been busy with the U15s. Part of the 09 group that won that tournament in northern Croatia last month. Corner kick is headed away. Demarelli back in the mix. It's handled by Bandrek. There's Kieran Sargent. His 11th start today. A lot of comparisons to Griffin Dorsey, according to Kenny Bundy, second team head coach. Griffin Dorsey's been a breakout star of the last couple seasons for Houston Dynamo. Memorable goal in the U.S. Open Cup final at Inter Miami, won by the Dynamo last year. So Sargent has that kind of engine. Apparently won the fitness test in preseason this year. As a second team player, shows you the physical capabilities and athleticism for Kieran Sargent. Offside flag is up. Now Alec Diaz in an offside position. We see Xavier Valdez there directing his troops. Dominican Republic is in Group C at the Summer Olympics next month. In a group with Uzbekistan, Spain, and Egypt. Dominican Republic take on Egypt July 24th. That first game will be held at the home stadium of Nantes. The Dominican Republic plays Spain in Bordeaux 3 days later before ending the group against Uzbekistan in Paris. Great from Steven Honor. Stays on his feet. Demarelli saved at the left post. Second chance in the first half for Matteo Demarelli, who loves that left foot coming down this right side, but most of the work done by Steven Honor. Great dribbling there as he slipped by Nate Jones. Now some pressure applied. Dynamo 2 like to high press. The U15s won the Vlatko Markovic tournament. Beat Croatia 2-0. Lost to England at the last minute 4-3. Beat Morocco 4-2 and then beat Japan 1-0 to win the tournament. Here comes Reed. Demarelli back to his left. Demarelli centers it. Reed has scored. Isaiah Reed, the opening goal on a great build-up and pass from Matteo Demarelli. It's 1-0 Houston Dynamo. To the 15-year-old Matteo Demarelli, he cut inside, picked the right pass. Two clean touches from Reed, and he picks up his first goal of the season. A bright start for Houston. Isaiah Reed with his first goal in his fifth start. And an assist for Matteo Demarelli, his first professional assist. Look at him flying up this right side in front of his coach, forcing the turnover. And Kenny Bundy wants them to play quickly. He wanted the throw going to the feet of Steven Honor. But this 09 group, the U15s of the U.S. Youth National Team that won the tournament in Croatia, been together for quite some time. Before that tournament, they also beat Portugal and Italy in previous tournaments. That group could have Kevin Sullivan at some point. Right now, he's playing up at the 2008s. Mathis Albert, another big name in that U15 group. But a lot of hope and expectation in the U.S. for the 2009 class of 2009 born players, including Matteo Demorelli of the Houston Dynamo. There's a well-represented group of many MLS Next players, 12 players from MLS clubs, 5 from the Red Bulls, 3 from the LA Galaxy. All the way back to Xavier Valdez. Headed centrally here. Anthony Garcia. You feel that lack of rhythm for Rapids too after last year's success. Colin Warner on the bench, assistant coach. Eric Bushu. Warner played some of his career with the Houston Dynamo. We talked this week about Marlon Vargas being in a more advanced position. He says yes more often than last year. Not always attached to the number 9. In this case, it's Alec Diaz. And Marlon Vargas is the most impactful player for Rapids 2, according to Coach Eric Bushu. Said he's earned the right to have the freedom to sort of play where he wants. But he wants him on the ball that much more. Here comes Demorelli. His first pro start, he already has an assist. Wide to the right, Diego Gonzalez bending it towards the front. It was nearly there for Steven Honor, but he couldn't steer it on target. Almost surprised Steven Honor as it made it to him right in front of goal. Quality ball here from Diego Gonzalez. Good delivery here. Honor not quite ready for it. Actually hit the foot. Joshua Balouz, the Canadian center back. Back to Demorelli. Demorelli applying pressure. Call for the foul as they worked against Miguel Alvarado, 16-year-old academy player there. So 2 good academy prospects. The 16-year-old left back, Miguel Alvarado of Colorado, against the 15-year-old Matteo Demorelli. Demorelli, by the way, is just recently 15. He was celebrated his birthday May 28th. A young 15-year-olds. providing the assist on the opening goal from Isaiah Reed. Facundo Nunez, the Uruguayan, cuts inside. Good cover there in midfield from Houston Dynamo. Kenny Bundy there giving instructions to his group. Hetman wants to play quickly. 17-year-old, he'll head to Georgetown in July to prepare for his freshman season. Diego Gonzalez with some space. Tried to lead Isaiah Reed. Well defended there by Steve Flores. Jefferson Valverde, 24-year-old Ecuadorian, signed in April from Quito. Second start with Dynamo 2 for Jefferson Valverde. A good work rate to win it back here by Nunez. Slips it through. It's Diaz now, the Puerto Rican. Diaz centers it, and it's cleared. It was right behind Anthony Garcia, the Honduran winger on that right side. Just a bit too far in front with his run. Now Diego Gonzalez takes a moment to slow things down. Good work rate from Anthony Garcia to keep it in play. Well, both teams have gone younger from last year to this year. Growing pains for both. And Houston Dynamo had leads in its first two games, couldn't hold on to either. There's a cross from the left. Red cards in back-to-back games early in the season. And a tough four-game start for Dynamo 2, but have steadily improved. Dynamo missing a few important attacking pieces tonight. Exxon Arzu hurt his foot in the game at Portland a few weeks ago. He'll be out for a while. On the cusp of being a part of World Cup qualifiers for Honduras, so the entire club is disappointed for Exxon Arzu, the Honduran national team prospects. Swansilla is also out tonight. Patient build here, up a goal from Houston Dynamo. Back to Xavier Valdez. Moakatuya trying to find Kieran Sargent. Kenny Bundy talking about the absence of Exxon Arzu, who's out with a broken foot. He said one of the most explosive guys on the field in any game. Doesn't change our principles, but that position is now something different. You have a youngster now, Matteo Di Morelli, more of a technical player, more of a creative player, but much younger than Exxon Arzu. Kenny Bundy said we're going to make sure he is stronger when he comes back. They hope this injury for Exxon Arzu is just a blip in his career. comes Nate Jones, first team player. On loan to Rapids 2. It's a 12th start tonight. Miguel Alvarado. Nate Jones. Good ball circulation from Dynamo 2 here. Missed touch from Femiyamo Desu. Ricardo Pena. Nunez. Vargas tried his luck from about 25 yards away and cannot hit the target. Valdez to restart here for Houston. Eric Bushu, head coach of Rapids 2, one of his keys was not allowing Dynamo's best players to get in 1v1 situations. That occurred on the opening goal. DeMorelli setting up Isaiah Reed. There's a good switch. Nunez tried to rush that pass. It was not quite there for him yet. Hard challenge there against DeMorelli. He earns a free kick in midfield. Facundo Nunez from Uruguay. 1 goal, 3 assists. Eric Bushu said a huge talent in a new country, new league. Has the power and creative element to him. Given away. Rapids have a chance here. Marlon Vargas to the back post. Poor clearance. Still alive. Miss hits. Facundo Nunez had the entire goal in front from 15 yards, and he could not hit the target. Vargas initially went to the back post. It was a halfway clearance and just a sliced effort from Nunez. His reaction tells the story. Eric Bushu said Facundo Nunez is a personality on the field. Coach Bushu said we have to make sure that's a positive thing for him. Personality comes out in the right ways. But he said Facundo Nunez is a lovely young man. He's had a difficult life. Now trying to continue his soccer career in Colorado. Here's Anthony Garcia. Back to his left. His shot blocked. But now alive for the Rapids. Pull back to Garcia, clipped in, headed away. Sebastian Rodriguez there for Houston. Nate Jones. Joshua Baluz. Nice ball there. Beat a few defenders, but it's picked up in midfield by Dynamo 2. Diego Gonzalez bending the ball in front of Steven Enor. The clearance comes from Nate Jones. Good cover as he helped out his fellow center back Joshua Baluz. Hydration break here at Sabercat Stadium at the half-hour mark.
Fans, your attention, please.
Isaiah Reed's first goal of the season, set up by Matteo Di Morelli.
Up to 3 minutes.
A difference in this one. Here's the opening goal. Came in the 14th minute. Cycled wide here. Matteo Di Morelli. Back to Isaiah Reed, and a cool finish. And a fun celebration for Isaiah Reed, the Clemson product. Now, Houston Dynamo missing some important attacking pieces. Exxon Arzu, Spotsilla, Makar is also out. Opportunities for a completely changed front three with Reed, Stephen Anor, and Di Morelli starting up front. The back seven unchanged from a team that lost against St. Louis last week. Typical Texas heat on a Sunday night in late June. 88 degrees at the moment. Humidity at 67%. It feels like 96 degrees. Just before sunset. This venue also used as a rugby stadium. Houston Sabercats. And the Houston Dynamo training facility for the first, second teams, and the academy is at this site as well. One thing that Kenny Bundy told me in our conversation this week about his team was about the changing momentum of games. When you're up a goal, you feel comfortable, then there's a foul, there's a mistake, there's a free kick given away. It changes things. It's just better decision making as a group in these moments like we have here. 30 minutes gone, up a goal at home. Kenny Bundy talks a lot about leadership, reading leadership books, always wanted to be a better leader. Leading his group here in this 24 MLS Next Pro season. And one of those leadership moments was with Sebastian Rodriguez, who he said had one of his best games of the season against St. Louis last week after a slow start. Kenny Bundy said, "I've never seen anything like this. He showed up at the beginning of the year. Nothing was clicking for him. He's now a signed player with Dynamo 2. He says, as a coaching staff, we weren't getting the best out of Sebastian Rodriguez. Diagonal ball headed away and sealed off for a corner kick. Came off the head of Isaac Owakatuya. Dan Roberts, assistant coach of Dynamo 2, sat down with Sebastian Rodriguez and talked to him. He sat a few games, came back better than he was before his slump. And from that moment, it just progressed more and more. Corner kick, Rapids 2. A late whistle right before the free kick was taken. Joshua Ballou's talked to there. Now Ballou's big time size, 6'6" for the Toronto native. Corner kick here for the Rapids. Ricardo Pena. It hangs in there a long time. Nice claim by Xavier Valdez. The moment that could be for Xavier Valdez. Dominican Republic at the Olympics. Surprise finish in qualifying, but they earn their way there. Good scrap and win. Long diagonal ball. Cut down by Miguel Alvarado. Anthony Garcia, well defended. He stood up there by Tate Lampman. In the tournament to make the Olympics, as we see a free kick here. In a round of 16, Dominican Republic beat El Salvador 5-4. And then beat Jamaica in the quarterfinals 1-0 before beating Guatemala in a penalty shootout after a 2-2 draw in regulation. Facundo Nunez to restart this for Colorado Rapids. Hangs in the air a long time. Easy claim from Xavier Valdez. Now Mexico was upset in the quarterfinals by Guatemala. 1-1 a draw. Guatemala won a penalty shootout, ending Mexico's Olympic hopes. At the very next round, Dominican Republic beat Guatemala in a penalty shootout. And U.S. beat Dominican Republic 6-0 in the final. But the champion and runner-up both qualified for the Olympics from CONCACAF. So the Dominican Republic will be there, and everyone expects Xavier Valdez to be there as one of the goalkeepers. Good switch there from Tate Lampman. Good strength in midfield from Anthony Garcia. He bombs forward. He loses it right back. Here come the Dynamo. This game getting stretched here late in the first half. Jefferson Valverde on loan from the first team. Kieran Sargent. Played at Georgetown. And here the Dynamo bench telling its players this is too slow in the build-up phase. Quality here from Colorado Rapids. Second ball falls to Anthony Garcia. Wide left here for Facundo Nunez. Good slip pass. Vargas arriving, but it's saved by Xavier Valdez. Excellent decision with the final ball as they found Marlon Vargas. Very good from Nunez on the delivery. I think Vargas would expect to score from there. Well-weighted ball. Out comes Bandre to clear. Gonzalez earns a free kick. Ricardo Pena too heavy on the challenge. And from Limon, Costa Rica. His 13th appearance, his 5th start for Rapids too. Sebastian Rodriguez. Diego Gonzalez, excellent from Houston Dynamo. Here comes Sebastian Rodriguez. Isaiah Reed just past the far post, nearly his second. He teed it up from the top of the box. Great build up here. Rodriguez and Gonzalez combining to find Isaiah Reed. We talked about Dominican Republic, the surprise entry from CONCACAF in the Olympics alongside the United States. The U.S. had a dominant run, not allowing a goal the entire tournament. Wins over Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Honduras, and Dominican Republic. Outscoring its opponents 16-0 across 4 games. From the final 16 onward. Tate Lampman now. Heads to Georgetown next month. Dynamo trying to get him ready for a very good freshman season. And Lampman makes his 2nd start tonight for Dynamo 2 of this 24 season. Free kick won by Steven Flores. Restart coming from Robinson Aguirre. The 5th start of the season for Aguirre. Another Rapids Academy product, age 19. Nunez throws it in. Hard crunching challenge there in midfield. And now Stephen Honor talking with Nate Jones. 2 first-team players. Exchanging words there. Femi Awodesu will get forward, as will Tate Lampman. Isaac Moakatuya, the big boys from the back, get forward for this free kick for Houston Dynamo. Diego Gonzalez to deliver, 3 assists on the season. Dynamo leading 1-0, a goal from Isaiah Reed in the 14th minute. Here it comes from Gonzalez, another fine delivery. Headed towards goal, Bandre takes charge and bobbles. And the whistle comes from the referee. Adam Zarin, our referee tonight. Picked up in a good spot by Marlon Vargas. He bombs forward. Vargas passing to the left. Alec Diaz in a foot race. Diaz kept it in, but only shortly. Good tracking there by the 16-year-old Dynamo Academy player, Isaac Owakatuya. Marlon Vargas on last year's team where the Rapids just dominated MLS Next Pro. Eric Bushy once told me he's one of the best players I've ever coached in transition moments with his vision and decision making. We saw a bit of that there from Vargas in that moment of transition. Baluz A minimum of 3 minutes will be added on here at the end of the first half.
Be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time to the first half.
Good pressure from Tate Lampman. Under the foot of Facundo Nunez. Soft throw in that time from Lampman. It's won by the Rapids. Here comes Nunez. Nunez bombing forward. Nice diagonal ball, but under the feet of Anthony Garcia. And these are the moments of concentration that has to be frustrating for the staff of Colorado. That's a chance for Garcia to get in on goal, and he just can't have a clean first touch. Tough moment for the Honduran. Eric Bushu described him as La Bestia, the Beast. Still learning English. Anthony Garcia. Coach Bushu said he's trying to learn English. Exceptionally hard worker. Now it's Ricardo Pena. Here comes Steve Flores. Flores pulls it back, and it's well cleared by Diego Gonzalez. Nobody there for Colorado. That was a good spot. Chosen by Steve Flores with that pullback pass. Xavier Valdez. Miguel Alvarado. Good defending here from the 15-year-old Matteo Dimorelli. His assist set up Houston's first goal. Alec Diaz pulls it back. Nunez dispossessed. Referee had a good view of that challenge. Sebastian Rodriguez leads Houston the other way here in first half stoppage time. Direct ball in front of Steven Anor. Anor, good strength. Pulls it back. Diego Gonzalez. Wide here. Dimorelli. Dimorelli back to his left. His shot is blocked and clear. Nice build up again from Houston. Dimorelli into the box. Not his best delivery. There's the halftime whistle. Isaiah Reed. His first goal of the season set up by the 15-year-old Matteo Dimorelli. And at halftime from SaberCat Stadium, it's Houston Dynamo 1, Colorado Rapids 0. Coming up, Michelle is in Arlington. You'll see that after the break.
That concludes the first half of play. Your halftime score, Colorado Rapids FC 2-0, and your Houston Dynamo.
Messi! La pelota para que llegue. It's contact and a shot. Mamita querida, qué golazo! Magnifique frappe. Really sweet. Ahí está el centro. Gol. Maxi Mesa para pegarle. Maxi le pegó. Fuerza. Al frente. Servicio. El tiro. Con autoridad el centro. Con la izquierda en las afueras del área. Le pega. Golazo. Amor el gol. Parte externa. Va a definir Chicho.
sacúdete. Vamos, dale pues, vamos allá, muévete. Muévelo como solo tú lo sabes. Así es, pon la mano en la cabeza y sacúdete. Sacúdete, sacúdete. Sacúdete, mira, sacúdete.
Welcome back. Our halftime score from SaberCat Stadium on the south side of Houston. Houston Dynamo leading Colorado Rapids 1-0. Isaiah Reed's first goal of the season, set up by Matteo Di Morelli. Our halftime segment this week is a recent conversation Michelle Montaigne had with North Texas manager John Gall. Enjoy.
What's up, guys? We are sitting down today in North Texas with the John Gall. John, thank you so much for the time.
You bet. Nice to be here.
Obviously, an excellent start to the season for your guys. What do you think has been the key to this really great start, through halfway through June?
Well, you have to attribute a lot to it to the players. We have a great group of guys, a lot of talent. Our job as a coaching staff is to just create this environment. We've created a great culture. I've been around the club for a long, long time, and I think I know what's expected and what the standards are, and we've been able to do that with the players, and they've just bought in right away, and it's been a fun ride so far, so we got to keep it going.
Talking to some of them, they described it as like a legitimate family feel. How do you create that?
I think getting to know people really well on a different level than just playing football. I mean, off the field, we spend a lot of time together. We get to know the players. We know a little bit about their families, their background, their interests, and things like that. And they kind of feel this sense of, there's a belief in them that, we want them to be successful. But I think the most important thing for me, all over the years that I've been coaching, you develop this relationship with people and they'll run through a brick wall for you, though. So I really feel that's been a big factor for our success. But again, you can't take away from, there's a lot of quality and talent within our program and within the FC Dallas family. And it's been a pleasure working with them, and we've got to keep pushing forward. So.
Well, they've run through some defensive walls for you
Sure,
so far
yeah,
this season.
Yeah.
And Coach, for you specifically, I mean, this whole entire league is about the pathway to pro. You are now a living example of that, going from the academy to MLS Next Pro level, now getting your chance with the first team. We kind of talked about how you preach that message to the guys, but how does it feel to actually live it yourself?
Well, it's still pretty new. I mean, I got the news essentially after the game on Sunday night in Minnesota. We had just got a great result there against a really difficult team, and it's a bit of a bittersweet moment for me, because obviously I feel that we've worked really, really hard to get where we're at with the second team. But one of the things we've talked about consistently with the players is it's next man up, and it's the next guy to step up and take care of business. And it's really surreal a little bit right now. But again, like you said, it's a message we've been preaching, hammering home with the players. We have a slogan in the locker room where basically it says, we want to get you from this locker room to the next locker room, which is from North Texas to FC Dallas. And this is the essence of our club, and this is what we're all about. And I'm really privileged and happy to be an example for the players that if you do work hard and if you do have the right mentality, that you can put yourself in good spots. So really happy at the moment. You're playing for the second team. Everybody wants to be with the first team, but it's a message that if you don't take care of business when you're with the second team, that there's not going to be an opportunity with the first team. So I feel really privileged that I was able to do a great job with the group and the team. I came in as an assistant coach at the beginning of last season. I was promoted to interim head coach the last 9 games last year, which was a little bit of a pressure cauldron, knowing that we had to try and change the team a little bit. And But I knew I had the support of the club. We were able to kind of change things around a little bit, and obviously we made some changes in the off-season. We brought some players in. You know, Nico Gordon has done an incredible job, came in from Birmingham City. Pedrinho coming in from Brazil. You know, incredible talent. You know, Abdul Zane came in from DC, and you know, it's just been a pleasure to work with those guys. And then you have the likes of Tariq Scott, who, you know, came back from ACL surgery. You know, Michael Collodi, who is a former FC Dallas Academy kid. Malik Henry Scott, former FC Dallas Academy kid. Those guys that come back, and you know, we have some young guys. You know, Leo Orejarena, Isaiah Kakush, all these guys, young guys that are all part of the group. Diego Garcia is a shining example of you know, a guy who is coming through the pathway. So it's an exciting place, it really is. And again, the message has been clear for me. You know, let's take care of business here, and who knows what's going to happen. But you know, I got the news yesterday that now I know what's going to happen when you take care of business. So really happy.
What are you most looking forward to?
The next challenge. You know, I'm the type of guy, and that, you know, I come from a very humble background, you know, in South Wales, and you know, we didn't have much growing up besides a lot of love from our family and a lot of appreciation for who we are and what we're all about. And you know, challenges are something that I always enjoy, and you know, this is a new challenge. It's a new pressure, it's a new environment. But I certainly feel comfortable and confident that I have the ability to coach at this level and to be at this level and affect the elite players in the league and around the world. We have some of the, you know, the best players, you know, around the world. Jesus Ferreira, top player, Petar Musa, Asier Ilaramendi. I mean, these guys are quality players. Alan Velasco is going to be back pretty soon. So it's just a pleasure to certainly move into this arena and this environment. But I'm certainly not content. I'm going to keep pushing and keep achieving more things as I move forward.
Well, we're super excited to see some of these second team guys get their call up and see you guys reunited at the first team level.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the time.
You bet. Pleasure.
We'll be watching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Vamos, dale pues, vamos allá, muévete, muévelo como solo tú lo sabes, así es, con las manos en la cabeza, sacúdete, sacúdete, mira, sacúdete.
All right, MLS store, I need something fresh and clean. Let's see what you got. I need that in my size. I like this. Cream on cream. The fit is cold. I'm ice cream. You like that?
Messi! La pelota para que llegue.
Contact and a shot goal!
¡Mamita querida, qué golazo! Magnifique frappe! Really sweet. Ahí está el centro. Gol! Para Maxi Mesa para pegarle. Maxi le pegó. Huerta al frente. Servicio. El tiro.
Con autoridad el centro. A la izquierda en las afueras del área le pega, golazo.
Amor al gol. Parte externa para definir Chicho.
A beautiful night in Houston, Texas. Tonight from SaberCat Stadium, it's 1-0. Houston Dynamo leading at halftime. First goal of the season from Isaiah Reed. To look at highlights, first meeting of the season between these longtime rivals at the DA level, now at the MLS Next Pro level. 15-year-old Matteo Dimorelli, fresh off a tournament championship with the U15s in Croatia, part of the build-up on this opportunity. And his first start with Dynamo 2. And then this was a nice delivery from Kieran Sargent up the left side. And watch Dimorelli again, involved in this build-up, which was a free kick earned by Diego Gonzalez, and the subsequent free kick, 2 headers, and a chance across the face of goal from Isaiah Reed. There's Dimorelli again with his own chance, well saved by Ethan Banray. And then it was Stephen Anor, slick dribbling and balance and strength. And Dimorelli's shot again saved by Ethan Banray. It was the 15-year-old here on the build-up, Matteo Dimorelli, setting up Isaiah Reed, the former Clemson star. A cool finish, his first of the season, Dynamo in front. And that was nice for Marlon Vargas, a little self-pass there around a defender, but he couldn't hit the target. Facundo Nunez, the Uruguayan, beautiful vision here. Vargas right at the goalkeeper, Xavier Valdez. Here are the stats after 45 minutes from Houston. More shots for the Dynamo, more shots on target. Not many fouls. Pretty even first half in large part. Here's a look around the league from the weekend. Chicago Fire won again, a penalty shootout victory at Columbus. Carolina Core picked up its second win of the season. They beat Chattanooga FC, handing Chattanooga its first home loss. When you saw John Gall in the halftime interview with Michelle, his team played to a 3-3 draw and then won a penalty shootout at home against Austin. Full slate of games on Wednesday. Timbers 2 visiting Minnesota. Philadelphia hosting Red Bulls. Atlanta on the road at Orlando City. Inter Miami is at Toronto. And Tacoma will welcome Real before 2 more games on Friday. The teams are back on the field and ready for the second half. Underway in the second half from Houston, visiting Colorado Rapids in white, Dynamo in the purple uniforms. Isaiah Reed, his goal the difference in the 14th minute, assisted by Matteo Dimorelli. What response might Colorado have here in the second half? We talked about it with Eric Bushu a few weeks ago before a prior game against St. Louis, as this is Facundo Nunez towards the end line, clipping it to the back post, just a bit too high for Alec Diaz. Diaz appreciates the effort for the Uruguayan, Facundo Nunez. We asked him, Eric Bushu, about the new roster. He said we expected the turnover. It has been a challenge year to year for Rapids 2. He said we're not living in the past. Multiple players, including Sebastian Anderson, Jackson Travis, contributing with the first team. That is the goal with every MLS Next Pro team. Ali Larraz, a surefire starter most of the season with the first team. Another success story for Rapids 2. Here's Sebastian Rodriguez. But despite all the turnover, Eric Bouchou expected this team to be further along. New team, new personalities. Here's Anthony Garcia. Garcia working against Sargent, pulls it back. Steve Flores. Garcia, well blocked. Top of the box now. Marlon Vargas. Vargas's cross is blocked. And good close, good energy here from the Rapids coming out of the locker room. Denying Isaiah Reed there. That was the Costa Rican Ricardo Pena. Diego Gonzalez. 13 goals last season for Dynamo 2. Good switch of field here for Kieran Sargent. Sebastian Rodriguez. Clumsy back heel that time, but it was working out okay for the Rapids. Good pressure from Sebastian Rodriguez, slips it through, appeals for a penalty. Referee had a good view. He says it was a clean challenge from Joshua Baluz. Isaiah Reed hoping for a penalty. The legs got tangled. Wakatuya. Emiyala Desu. And a deep throw in here, and you can see Stephen Anor coming over to put pressure on, trying to pin in the Rapids. Good touch from Gonzalez. Big win from Baluz, the 6'6" center back from Toronto. Tate Lampman with the throw-in. Kenny Bundy, head coach at Dynamo 2, told me this week he can finally play. He was so good last season. Then he was injured. Comparison for Tate Lampman, the Dynamo right back, would be Tim Parker. Great career in MLS. There's a good win, good step here for Rapids 2. It's Marlon Vargas centering it, open net, tying goal. Alec Diaz set up by Vargas. One of the first times we've seen the Rapids high press tonight, and they have the tying goal. Fourth of the season for Alec Diaz. It was all Vargas with the pressure. He dispossessed Jefferson Valverde. An unselfish pass and a smooth finish from the Puerto Rican Alec Diaz.
7, Alec Diaz at the minute 51.
And 6 minutes after halftime, the equalizer comes. We can see Pena flying forward there. The energy has been much better for Colorado since halftime. Here comes Diego Gonzalez for Dynamo. Wide here for Kieran Sargent. Back for Diego Gonzalez. Gonzalez forcing the save from Ethan Bandre. Much bigger expectations on his shoulders this year after the 13-goal campaign for last season. A new group of players affected his first 4 games, trying to acclimate to the new roster. Dynamo went younger this season, as did Rapids too. Free kick given. Matteo Di Morelli down in the corner. But for many of these star second team players, they'll spend the first team, the preseason with the first team, and they'll miss out on the camaraderie and team building and cohesive nature of a second team preseason. That was the case for Diego Gonzalez, who started the first game of the MLS Next Pro season. Dynamo had a lead, couldn't see it out, falling to start the campaign. And Gonzalez delivers. Flicked header. And it's saved, and that was a real hard challenge. Femi Awodesu is okay, but as he snapped his header, he got smashed. One back by Valverde. Excellent pass. And a shield that time from Joshua Baluz, as he sealed off Isaiah Reed, who remains down. A sloppy giveaway here. Excellent pressure applied by Jefferson Valverde. Now back to live action. Another good chance for the Dynamo in the press. Colin Warner standing, giving instructions to his crew. Nice pass. Excellent ball. Anthony Garcia. Good save, Xavier Valdez. Best chance of the night for Anthony Garcia, and the best save for Xavier Valdez. This was a beautiful pass from Marlon Vargas. Outside of the right foot, perfectly placed with the hard charging Anthony Garcia. Corner kick, Colorado Rapids. Facundo Nunez. Header is on target, handled by Valdez, who was off the head of Joshua Baluz. Direct punt from Xavier Valdez. This game is opened up. Stephen Honor. And that's a foul for a slight push in the back. Good first touch, good recovery from Kieran Sargent after the first touch from Anthony Garcia. Isaac Mwakatuya, he's played right back, he's played center back, he's had a great season. The 16-year-old makes his 11th start of the season tonight for Dynamo 2. Here he is on the ball. Direct ball, here comes Sargent. Able to earn a corner kick, good effort from Sargent. More chances on each end here in the second half compared to the first. Corner kick taken by Gonzalez. Hangs in the air a long time. Handled by Ethan Bandre. Miguel Alvarado lost it. Good defending by Femiamo Desu. Vargas from the top of the box couldn't connect cleanly. And we saw Ethan Bandre make that claim. Signed with Rapids 2 in February, earned a first-team contract in April. The sporting director, Fran Taylor, said Ethan has earned the organization's trust and belief through his performance in training. Bandre with Sporting Kansas City 2 for the last 2 seasons. Sargent, good delivery. Offside flag is up. The target was Stephen Honor. Dynamo have outshot Colorado 12-9. Rapids actually with more shots on target now, a 5-4 advantage. Houston with more passes, a better passing accuracy, corners even to apiece. Ballou's back to Bandre. Here comes Gonzalez against the center back Nate Jones. Throw in Houston. Flores. Good skill from Sargent. A shaky pass out of the back by Femi Aodesu. Aodesu recovers. Sargent. Excellent weight on that ball in front of Stephen Honor. Inside for Isaiah Reed. Good sliding challenge, Miguel Alvarado. One back by Diego Gonzalez. We're seeing Gonzalez operate on the right channel more in this half. More of a role in the center part of the field in the first half. Fabian Waduso played at Penn State. He's now 23. Corner kick coming. Flores tried to steer his header back for Ethan Bandre. Corner kick here. Diego Gonzalez. Has a short option to Matteo Di Morelli. Here's the corner from Diego Gonzalez. Well hit to the back post, nobody there. You can see Isaac Mwakatuya pleading his case that he was pushed. Bandre inviting the pressure. Aguirre back for Nate Jones. Booming clearance. Ricardo Pena. Anthony Garcia. Excellent return ball back for Garcia. Garcia has scored! Off the post and in from the Honduran. And Colorado has flipped this game. Down 1-0 at the half. 2 straight goals, and the Rapids have a lead in Houston.
Goal scored by number
Third of the season from Anthony Garcia.
Anthony Ivan Garcia Rodriguez. At the minute 63.
Third goal in 14 appearances. Eloni from Motagua in Honduras has given Colorado the lead. And there's the energy we've seen since halftime from Ricardo Pena and others. They've just been much better in the pressing phase, and there's a frustration foul from Kieran Sargent. We've seen Pena flying around as he gets upfield. Training staff will come on for Colorado. Watch this challenge as Sargent comes in. Eventually grabs the shirt. Dan Roberts, assistant coach, standing next to Kenny Bundy. Not able to protect leads was an issue for this Dynamo team early in the season. They held leads in each of their first 2 games against Kansas City and Adelaide FC, but lost both. And red cards in their 3rd and 4th games. Before breaking through with the shootout victory at North Texas at the end of April. We're going to see a change here shortly for Dynamo 2. Josue Sosa dos Santos, the Brazilian, might be a triple change here. Looks like Maddox Finley preparing as well. David Ngema. Restart from Colorado. Off the chest and a side volley from Nate Jones. Valdez throws it out. Space for Tate Lambert. Matteo De Morelli. Good vision from the 15-year-olds. Offside flag comes up. Anor in an offside position again. Bandre inviting the pressure. We'll go long here. Flick-Tedder. Sebastian Rodriguez. Matteo Di Morelli. Beautiful dribbling from the 15-year-olds. He draws two here. Marlon Vargas back to defend. Corner kick is one. Crunching challenge from Facundo Nunez against Sebastian Rodriguez. Short corner taken. Kieran Sargent. Back for Diego Gonzalez. Drives it across the face of goal. Well handled by Ethan Bandre. He had it well sealed to the near post. Noah Strelnauer receiving instructions before entering. He'll be the next change for the Colorado Rapids. Triple change coinciding with a single change for the Rapids.
Your attention, please. Substitution for the Colorado FC. Leaving the game, number 47. Alec Diaz.
Diaz comes off. Noah Strelnauer comes on. He's 16 years of age, a current academy player with 2 goals and 3 assists in 12 appearances. Back to Valtes, right in front of an empty net. He's able to clear. Well, Alec Diaz scored his 4th goal of the season. He departs now for a little bit different of a profile. Strelnauer is more of a winger. Diaz more of a typical number 9. We'll see how things change. And you can see Strelnauer lined up on the left side. Dynamo changes still coming. Looks like the substitution board is being prepared. Ricardo Pena able to settle that. Clips it over the top. Strelnauer. Good work here in Sargent. Crunching challenge, Ricardo Pena to win it back. Pena's had a very good second half, breaking up plays in midfield for Colorado and leading the press. Lampman settles for Houston. Sebastian Rodriguez, good vision, excellent ball. Steven Honor, but he's offside again. Tough night for Honor. He's been frustrated, consistently offside in this one. Here comes the triple change. The first one we see. Maddox Finley, 17-year-old, will come off Matteo Di Morelli. So 17-year-old replaces a 15-year-old. First professional assist for Matteo Di Morelli. David And Gemma, he's a 16-year-old. He comes on for the 17th time this year. Will replace Kieran Sargent. And the last change, Josue Sosa dos Santos on loan from Grêmio in Brazil. He's signed in May. Comes on for his 5th appearance. And he replaces Sebastian Rodriguez.
Entering the game, number 39, David Guma. Exiting the game, number 3, Kieran Glenn Sargent. Entering the game, number 48, Josue Suazo dos Santos. Exiting the game, number 43, Mateo Di Marelli.
We'll see if the subs can bring energy to the Dynamo team. They largely controlled the first half. They scored the goal. They had the lead, but things have shifted in the second half. Honor applying pressure. Here comes Maddox Finley, 2 goals to his name. He's only 16 years of age. He's had a good season. Always brings energy on that right side. Central ball here. Josue Sosa couldn't quite settle it. Well, Maddox Finley will go to University of Portland a year from now. He's entering his senior year of high school. He'll play for the Pilots next year. A good run out of the center back position. Femi Awodesu. Deflected ball. Kept in play here by Bandre. What's the call? Corner kick or goal kick? And it's a corner kick. You see Bandre upset with something, but if you're going to time waste and play with danger with the ball not in your hands, the attacking player has to have a path to it. So good for Steven Honor challenging Bandre as he tried to kill time, and it's a corner kick now for Houston. Time for a hydration break at Sabercat Stadium. Rapids leading 2-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
51st minute goal from Alec Diaz.
This break will last up to 3 minutes.
Anthony Garcia, the go-ahead goal in the 63rd. We look back at the goals from this one. Now starting with the first half, the 15-year-old, fresh off a U15 Youth National Team tournament win in Croatia. Matteo Di Marelli setting up Isaiah Reed for his first of the season. Dynamo felt like they were in control of this one. The Rapids continued to apply pressure. Really good step that time. I think an ill-advised pass from Valdez. Vargas wins it. He sets up Diaz. 2nd assist of the year for Vargas. 4th goal to campaign for Alec Diaz. I think a self-inflicted wound that time from Houston. Then the second one, great ball into the path of Anthony Garcia, who picks up his 3rd goal of the season. That in the 63rd minutes. And the Rapids in front now at the hydration break. There, Kenny Bundy has to motivate this group. Here comes the restart for Ethan Bandre. Soft back pass, and there's a third for Colorado. Isaiah Reed tried to play his goalkeeper Xavier Valdez, but he put it right in the path of Anthony Garcia. The Honduran has his second of the second half, and Colorado has 3 unanswered goals. Really ill-advised there from Isaiah Reed. He has the sideline to his right. He can concede a throw-in.
Goal scored by Colorado Rapids.
No need to use the goalkeeper there, but Anthony Garcia never stopped working. And La Bestia, the Beast, as he is known in Colorado, has 2 on the night and 4 on the season. You must be careful if you're Houston, because the Rapids have been pressing really the entire second half. So a back pass is different in the second half against a pressing team than in the first half. Do the Dynamo have a response? Direct ball, headed towards the top of the box. And now Anthony Garcia. Given away again. But recovered by Odesu. Here's Isaiah Reed. Good work, Anthony Garcia. He's tracking all the way back to win the ball in his own defensive half. That's the work rate Eric Bushu told me about a few weeks ago. Great work ethic from the Honduran. Nice diagonal ball. Maddox Finley has earned a corner kick. Short corner. Finley, low delivery, well defended by Colorado. Now the Rapids can try and break with Facundo Nunez. Another change coming. Anthony Garcia has run his race, 2 goals for the Honduran. Great work rate defensively, especially in that second half. And a big hug from his head coach, Eric Bushu, as he walks off. Rogelio Garcia, a 16-year-old, part of the 2008 group, enters for the 7th time this season alongside Patrick Dormo, another academy product. Dormo's 18. It's Dormo's 8th appearance of the season. Patrick Dormo and Rogelio Garcia come on.
Number 46,
Facundo Nunez and Anthony Garcia depart.
Number 57, Rogelio Esparza. Exited the game, number 49, Anthony Ivan Garcia Rodriguez. Entering the game, number 55, Patrick Dormo.
Very interesting comment from Eric Bushu, head coach of Rapids too, in our chat this week. He said, if we don't play as a team, we can be one of the worst teams in the country. If we do play as a team, we can be one of the best. In the second half, they have played as a team. They have been flying all around the field defensively, and they have 3 unanswered goals on the road. This may be one of the best halves of the season for Rapids too. Tate Lampman now. Left it for Maddox Finley, and a throw-in coming for Houston. Finley. Had his cross deflected. Corner kick coming. Corner kick, Houston. Direct ball, well read by Ethan Bandre. Now we've seen Ricardo Pena, known as Richie, around Colorado. Eric Bushu told me big learning curve for him. Struggled coming in, would have a good day one day, a bad day the next. He's one of the best players last week against Ventura County. Foul given here. Free kick won by Steve Flores. Eric Bushu said Ricardo Pena makes mistakes through positive efforts. Had to earn his way into the lineup. And tonight, 3rd start in a row for Ricardo Pena, and that's a big deal for him. I think the second half has been excellent from Ricardo Pena, leading the press from his defensive midfield position. And one of those goals you saw, Marlon Vargas further upfield, winning the ball on the edge of the box. So the press of Colorado directly leading to 2 of the 3 goals. There's a cross and a clearance. Off the foot of Diego Gonzalez. Well blocked there by Joshua Baluz. Bending delivery, high in the air a long time. Joshua Baluz heads away. Valverde clips it back in. Nobody there for the Houston Dynamo. Ethan Bandre taking his time. Isaac Muakatuya back to Valdez. Gonzalez over the top to Maddox Finley. Another corner kick coming for Dynamo 2. Maddox Finley, 17 years of age, entering his senior year of high school. He scored twice this season in 8 appearances. Another corner kick for Houston and Diego Gonzalez. 8th corner kick of the night for Houston. Towards the near post. Back for Gonzalez. Bent in, back post, headed away. Good work. Noah Strelmauer doing the work that you need to do to see out a road win. Strong delivery to the back post. Punched out, empty net, headed away. What a fantastic save Rogelio Garcia, the 16-year-old off the bench, current academy player, heading this one off the line. It came in full speed. Watch that. A diving header to prevent a goal. Take a bow, Rogelio Garcia. Less than 100 minutes this season, his 7th appearance off the bench. Full bravery for the Rapids Academy man. Launching himself into that well-drilled shot that was headed for the back of the nets. Excellent stop from Rogelio Garcia.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Substitution for Colorado Rapids 2. Stepping out of the game, number 39, Marlon.
A double change here from Eric Bushiu.
Number 48, Logan Batiste.
Logan Batiste enters for Marlon Vargas. Good captain performance from Marlon tonight. And Andre Romo is a 17-year-old current Rapids Academy player. He comes on for the 5th time this season. He replaces Robinson Aguirre. Wakatuya. Wakatuya, back to Femi Oladezu. A minimum of 5 minutes will be added on here at the end of the second half.
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time in the second half.
Frustration there. Diego Gonzalez tried to find the feet of Isaiah Reed. Well defended by Colorado. Nice diagonal ball. Patrick Dormo centers that. Cut down by Isaac Mwakatuya. Isaiah Reed rides out a hard challenge once again. Thick, crunching blow from Ricardo Pena, who's been flying around in the second half. We see Patrick Dormo a moment ago on the ball. Very versatile player by multiple positions. Now a chance. Gonzalez, top of the box. Isaiah Reed cannot hit the target for the top of the penalty area. Colorado inching closer to its third win of the season. Now Steve Flores, the 20-year-old, wearing the captain's armband after the departure of Marlon Vargas. A big moment for him. Steven Honor applying pressure all the way back to Ethan Bandre. We're 3 minutes of second half stoppage time. Player down for Houston. Training staff will come on. It looks like it's Diego Gonzalez. See this challenge here. Yeah, the outstretched arm of Nate Jones seemed to catch the head or face of Diego Gonzalez. Next up for Houston, back to the road to take on Minnesota. Two-city road trip, Minnesota and LA Galaxy, then 3 straight at home against Austin, North Texas, and LAFC. This is the first of 3 straight road games for Colorado. They're at LAFC on Friday, and the following Friday at the Town FC. Up in Oakland, California. Home to North Texas 9 days later. This would be the second road win for Colorado. They won on the first day of the season at St. Louis City, but then didn't taste victory again until May 19th, about 2 months without a win after the season opening win. You can see Diego Gonzalez jogging down the sideline on the far side of the field. Good sliding challenge there from Steve Flores, wearing the captain's armband. Ethan Bandre still seeking his first shutout of the season, but he'll happily take this Rapids 2 victory in his 9th start of the season. Goal kick to Colorado. 3 unanswered goals in the second half. Diaz, 6 minutes after halftime. Wonderful step from Marlon Vargas to win the ball and find his teammate. And then 2 from Anthony Garcia. Go-ahead goal in the 63rd minute. First brace of the season for the Honduran, Anthony Garcia. Full time from SaberCat Stadium. Colorado has its 3rd win of the year. They come from behind, trailing 1-0 at halftime. They get 3 unanswered goals, 1 from Alec Diaz and 2 from the Beast, Anthony Garcia. And the Beast is our man of the match. Great work rate on both sides of the ball. Rewarded with 2 goals. Man of the match presented by Adidas. The goals in the 63rd and 77th minutes. This one was a gift, but he kept working, he kept pressing. A bad decision from Isaiah Reed and Anthony Garcia. The loanee from Otagua in Honduras capitalized. That will do it from SaberCat Stadium. All smiles and a happy flight home for Rapids 2. Our full-time score, Colorado Rapids 3, Houston Dynamo 1. For James Barker, our producer, I'm Matt Peterson, saying so long. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long. An MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Good night from Houston.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.